What's up, guys? My name's Aaron. Welcome to my podcast. Don't really have a name for it yet, but if you have a good name for it, shoot me a message and I'll put it into consideration, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to do this for a while now and haven't really been able to push myself to actually start making it. Um, but it just seems like the best time to start a podcast, seeing that we're trapped inside now. I find it a lot more fun than drawing a carrot or doing 10 push-ups and posting that on my story. But but yeah, I don't know why I decided to make a podcast. I've been told I'm kind of funny, and I just see it as a way to be creative and use as an outlet to talk about things I want to talk about. But yeah, this podcast is probably gonna be super short because I don't have anything like written down about what I want to talk about. So I guess if I make another one, shoot me a message, leave a comment about what you want to what you want me to talk about, like what certain topic. But yeah, more than likely you know who I am. But if you don't or you don't know me that well, um, I'll give a brief background about myself. So my name's Aaron Keg. I was born and raised in San Diego, California. Um, my mom, Donna Keg, is from Kentucky, so back in the South. But I don't like country, so that's a thing you should know about me. I mean, I wouldn't say like I don't like I wouldn't say like I hate country, but it's like not something I like put on like while I'm driving. I guess maybe I'll put on maybe like one or two songs on 4th of July just to be festive, but that's about it. So, two songs in the entire year is about how I describe if I like country or not. And then my dad is from the Philippines, or Manila to be more specific, Makati City. I've never been to the Philippines. I was supposed to go this year, or actually this summer, but doesn't look like I'm gonna be going this year anymore. My my uncle, who still lives in the Philippines, says it's he doesn't say it's like bad there, but he said like it's not a good time to go. So that kind of bummed me out. I'm supposed to go on a surf trip and meet a bunch of family that I've never met before. Um, it's funny. I don't even know if they know that I'm white. I'm like, they're probably gonna be like waiting for me to come off the plane. They're gonna see my dad, who is Filipino, like full Filipino. But then they're gonna see me like going right after him, and they're gonna be like, "So where's your son?" And that's gonna be pointing at me, and then they're gonna be surprised that they have a white nephew or cousin. So I thought about this before, and I think it'd just be kind of funny to see their reaction because I don't know. I've had like different reactions because of like how different my dad and I look. Um, I remember one time I was in Hawaii with it was just my dad. Yeah, it was just me and my dad, and we were gonna go get shaved ice. And like Filipinos and Hawaiians, they like look pretty similar. And I mean, they're both like island people. So my dad walks in like before me, and the people working at the like shaved ice place were Hawaiian, and I guess they thought like they knew who my dad was, so they like immediately started like smiling, like waving to him, like asking like what's like what he's been up to, and then I come in after him, and like I like call him like dad, like what are we like what shaved ice are you gonna get, and like they gave him a look, and I still remember it was the kind of look where they look shocked and disappointed at the same time that that he didn't marry uh, a non-white person. So basically, when that happened, they looked at him and they said, "Why did you not come home?" So yeah, that's a story about myself. And I'm supposed to be talking about something else, I feel like, but yeah, kind of derailed there. But um, let's see. This coronavirus thing is pretty serious. I probably shouldn't have led with that. I mean, I'm gonna try and be like uh humorous about it. I feel like we already know like how serious it is, and like obviously it's a pandemic, but I'm gonna try and like keep it light because um I feel like if you let it like hold you in a certain place, or like, oh, you have to be serious all the time about this, it can put a lot of stress on the body. And I don't know, I try and see the optimistic part about it, or I don't even know if that's good English, but try and see the glass half full is what I'm trying to say. And I guess for me, I was able to finally push myself to make this podcast. Um, it's probably gonna be super bad, but at least I'm trying, and I'll get better as I go along. Um, but yeah, that's about it. So as I was saying more about myself, I guess things I like doing right now are like interests I have. Soccer, which is also postponed. I can't really do because all parks are closed right now. I also like to surf, which beaches are closed. I just saw in San Diego. Also, I just bought a surfboard for a good amount of money, and it's like almost done. Like the person who's shaping the board just just texted me and said your board's almost done. And then I look on Twitter and I see that they're closing like San Diego beaches, and I was upset because I did pay like a lot of money for that board, but I mean there's like nothing really you can do. I guess that's not even like, now I think about it, it's not like something to be upset about. Like people out there are getting sick, and I'm upset that I can't go surf. So now saying that out loud, I kind of feel like a dick for saying that. But yeah, I guess that's another thing that's making me feel down about this. But yeah, I would say like I'm a pretty outdoorsy person. Um, I mean, I don't mind staying inside. I would say like for me, I'm more of an introvert, but I'm really outgoing with people I'm comfortable with. So an introvert extrovert, I guess, is what I could describe myself as. But more as an introvert because, I mean, I don't want to be like forced to meet other people. Like if I want to meet other people, I want to do it like at my own will. But yeah. Um, did you guys hear about the guy who bought 18,000 bottles? I think it was 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer and sold them. Like I saw the article, and like they're legit like maybe like a little bit bigger than this of hand sanitizer, and he sold them for $70, which in the article it said it was roughly about uh like over $1 million is what I think I remember, like 1,200,000, something like that. And so he probably would have profited like $1 million by by just buying every single, like clearing shelves and like CVS, Walgreens, whatever. And for me, that is like one of the biggest like scumbag moves. I think that's even more scumbag than like taking all the toilet paper. Actually, never mind. I take that. I don't know. Maybe it's more of a. I feel like it's more of a scumbag move to do that than taking toilet paper. Actually, no, because I feel like you. I mean, washing hands. What I read is washing hands is way better than just using Purell. So I don't know why anyone would do that, but you need toilet paper. So I feel like people who took like, I don't know, like 5 things of toilet paper or more, something like that, are way bigger scumbags. Because I mean, like, there are people who like probably weren't able to get to like Costco, grocery store, whatever, and all the toilet paper are cleaned out. I remember going to Vaughn's, and there was a sign on the toilet paper that said take no more than two, because it had already been cleaned out. And even when like I went to Costco, they were like having like lines of people like putting in 20 people at a time, like 20 in, 20 out. And like I feel like I like I don't want to say like I foresaw this, but I never like I feel like there'd be like an apocalypse. Not saying this is like an apocalypse. I feel like something like this would happen, but I never thought it'd be like in my early 20s, like when I was 20 years old, like something like that, something this serious would happen. Oh yeah, speaking of that, my birthday is like April 22nd, so it's like next month, like less than a month, I think. And if this is still going on, that's gonna kind of suck. So, I mean, I'm probably in the boat with a lot of people where our birthdays are gonna have to be indoors and no friends can come over. But I mean, I've already talked to some of my friends, and we're all. I mean, for you, if your birthday is like late March or whenever this started, March, April, maybe even May if it goes there. I feel like beginning of May, this thing's gonna die down. I feel like that's just me. That's just me being hopeful that it's gonna die down. But yeah, me and my friends are just planning on like pushing our birthdays back, like celebrating it like together, like in July. I mean, I know I read an article that in the UK they're well in Canada and in the UK they're already doing like tests for a vaccine that should be done in June or no July, should be done in July that they feel like, and they're already doing like tests for it. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I feel like the first couple, it's been like maybe 2 weeks already. I feel like, but it feels like a month already. Like at first, like couple of days, I'm like, oh, I can do this forever. Like, I can just play video games every day, do my classes online. But now, like, I genuinely miss like just going to class. Which I'm not like I don't like going to school. I'm pretty sure none of you like going to school, but I genuinely miss like going to class. Like I don't like doing my classes like online. One because like it's like hard to me to force myself to like do online classes. Cuz like I know for one of my classes from my stats class, it's it's like you don't even have to use your mic or use your webcam, so you can pretty much just log on and then just walk away. But for me, like just going to class is like I can keep myself accountable. Like the teacher can keep me accountable. Like if I don't show up, and like also it's like a really easy class, so like I don't really have any motivation to like actually go and study. But yeah, let's see more about myself. Wearing a hat right now because my hair is really long. I was supposed to get it cut like last week. I got a haircut appointment, but that had to get canceled also. Also not a big deal. I mean, growing my hair out, I mean, I haven't done that since like middle school. Like my hair was probably down to here, I think, was at like at its longest in middle school, but ever since then I went like shorter hair. But right now seems like I'm growing it out. And yeah, it just looks like trash most of the time if I don't have a hat on or if I don't like gel it back or something like that. And if you look at my hat, you might think I'm a San Diego Padres fan. I am, but I don't watch baseball. It's just not. It's not something like I watch. I like watch a game if my friends are watching it. I just like sports in general, but it's like not. Excuse me. It's not like something. I don't find baseball entertaining enough for me. But yeah, every once in a while, someone will, like come up to me and like ask me if I'm a fan of the Padres, and I'll say yeah, and they'll like ask me about a game, and I'll say like, oh, like I'm not like that big of a fan of baseball. But sometimes like every once in a while, like someone come up to me with like a lot of confidence, and then like I kind of feel obligated to like match their confidence and like their love for the sport. So then I'll just end up being like, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, "Oh, did you see Fernando Tatis Jr. double in the second inning?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I love baseball and I love everything about it." And then yeah, that was a lie. I just told a lie to their face, and I feel really good about it. And yeah, some I guess like sometimes I lie to make people happy, not like really bad lies, but just like lies to like make the other person feel happy. Like I'm trying to like think of a good example, but let's see, a good example. Yeah, like whenever someone asks like, "Have you ever been here before?" Or like they'll be like, "Oh, have you ever been to, I don't know, Dallas, Texas?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I've been to Dallas, Texas." And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, do you know the Luigi's Pizzeria in Dallas, Texas?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I've eaten there twice." And I have no idea what they're talking about, but I want to let them tell their story because that makes them feel good. So in reality, I'm the better person for lying. That's what I think. Um, yeah, my camera. Okay, so my battery is about to die, so I'm gonna just turn off the camera really quick and then put in a new battery. I thought the battery was at full charge, apparently not. So just give me a second. Just give me a quick second. Let's just pause this. Luckily, come on. Okay, luckily, and I lost my train of thought. So I forgot what I was talking about. But anyways, more about me. Um, I'm a pretty outdoorsy person. So the situation we're in right now is not very fun for me. But I mean, I'm gonna do what the CDC and what the government tells us to like stay inside because I feel like the sooner everyone obeys what they're trying to say, it's stay inside and like lower the curve. Like the sooner we can like go outside and like enjoy our summer, that's like coming very quickly. And yeah, I'm doing everything in my power to keep everything that I need to do inside, which like isn't much. Um I'm just like concerned. I guess like a lot of people my age are concerned about if their summer job is still going on. I know a job that I applied for over the summer was like just like a summer like counselor job, like for the youth. I know that's getting canceled, so I'm hoping that some of my internships that I applied for that are like mainly like marketing internships that are mainly online, I can just do from home if this like stay inside thing quarantine is still happening. I can just do that from at home. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, just like regular things I miss doing, like even getting gas. I miss just going to the gas station and doing that. I mean, it sounds stupid, but like I finally like I feel like after all this is all over, like I'll take a lot of like small things in my life like not for granted anymore. Cause like it's put a lot into like perspective. I feel like a lot of people feel that way also. That um they kind of took a lot of stuff in their life for granted, just like going outside, going for a walk at the park. Like my parents just went for a walk at the park, like right down the street, and it was closed, like yellow tape all around it. And it's not like you can like, I guess you could just walk around, like go into the tape and walk around, but more than likely you're gonna get fined for that, which is kind of stupid. If like you're keeping like your distance away from people. Um, but yeah, let's see. I don't really have like a like I said, I don't have anything written down. It's just like what's at the top of my head. Um, yeah, I just miss um doing the things I normally do. Like I usually went to go skate like every like 2 times a week. I was going. I would play soccer like 3 times a week, and then I would go to the gym like 4 times a week. I mean going to class like also 4 times a week, and all those things just got erased like just like that. And I think that's like probably the like you think about all the stuff you do in a day that you can't like do anymore is what I've been like thinking about the most. And like there are people who like try and like put like a long schedule into their day, which is like totally fine. Like you see like those things on Twitter, it's like 6:30 a.m. wake up, and then it's like journaling, reading, and it's like they go to bed at like 9, and then it's like a full day. And if like that works for you, all the power to you, because I know I can't do that. So I guess my schedule for me is like wake up at, well, this is actually like my true schedule. So I'll wake up around 7:30 a.m. Not to like make breakfast or anything. I just have to check my phone because I recently just started investing since the stock market crashed. So I bought some stock, but at 7:30 a.m. I'll like wake up just like to check if it like how they're doing and if I need to like sell or buy any more stock. But yeah, and then I'll stay awake for like 10-15 minutes, and I'll fall back asleep, and I'll wake up around 10, I would say, and then make breakfast, which for me is just like eggs and toast with peanut butter and honey. Um, After that, probably I can't even like think because a lot of it's just like me sitting on my phone and then going on YouTube watching Netflix, going on Hulu, Disney Plus, like just finding ways to kill time. Because like those like schedules that we see, like when it's like wake up at 6:30 and go to bed at 9, like those are like full day like schedules, and like those actually make the days longer. But normally I would like to do that, but I just want the days to go fast. Where like when I think about like this time where like doing self quarantine and social distancing, I just want to make it feel like, oh, that was only like a few weeks. I didn't have to like think about it a lot. So I'm just trying to make the days go by really fast is what I'm trying to say. Cause like, I don't know, it's wake up at 10 a.m., go to bed at like 3 is what works best for me, instead of doing what those like, I don't want to say weird, but how many of those people are actually following those schedules? Because I feel like maybe a few percent are like actually doing those schedules. Because motivating yourself to like do, like I've tried doing the journaling before, or like reading at like 6 a.m. I just end up going on my phone. It was like the biggest waste of my time doing that. I did it once. Yeah. I don't know how long it's been actually. I'm trying to like check the time. I don't know. I feel like that's all I'd like to talk about. Yeah. So I mean, this is probably like a very short podcast. Just a few things I have on my mind, but like I said, if there's like any topics you want to like hear me talk about, feel free to give me a suggestion, and I'll definitely give my thoughts about it. Because I mean, feel like it's like hard to. Okay, I just heard a dog sound like it got. Yeah, it was definitely a. It sounds like a small dog. Definitely a small dog or that is definitely very mean because it sounds like it's biting someone's leg off right now. But yeah, yeah, big dogs are a lot nicer than small dogs. I feel like pit bulls have like a bad rap, and I've never met or seen like a mean pit bull. Like they've always been nice. Yeah, yeah. That's all I have to talk about. Um, Leave a comment, message me if you want me to talk about a certain topic. Be more than happy to take suggestions on a name for this podcast. And yeah, I hope everything's going well for all of you. And if you've stuck this far through the podcast, just want to let you know that that means a lot. This is my first podcast, obviously, so if it's really bad, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, subscribe, share if you think I'm funny at all. But